How to make your small local business brand expertise stand out. Thankfully, most local businesses today understand the importance of the internet when it comes to reaching their target customer base. They are aware of the power of social media, search engine rankings, blogging, and online publishing to get their brand up there. Sadly, being aware of the importance of something is one thing. Doing something about it is an entirely different thing altogether. That's the case with a lot of small businesses, and this is why they continue to struggle. They understand the power of having an online presence that is available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. They can rally behind the importance of having a blog that stands as the PR arm of their local business. Their blog posts communicate to the world the value that their small business brings to the table. Most small business people can also understand how social media can be useful in building actual communities around their local brand. Thanks to photos, short video clips, as well as having a place to showcase their past victories and achievements, social media can be a vivid documentation of the value your small business brings to the lives of your customers. An increasing number of small business people are looking at YouTube as a powerful video marketing platform. Indeed, a lot of them have already uploaded episodic videos involving questions and answers, the latest industry developments, and service and product comparisons. But unfortunately, not enough business people are using all these amazing tools to put together a coherent brand. It's not enough to put up a website or slap on a blog. You're not fully leveraging the tremendous marketing power of the internet when you put up social media accounts and post content whenever you feel like it. The same goes with your YouTube channel. You have to be deliberate, consistent, and driven by well-defined strategies. At a bare minimum, your online presence must have the following features for these different brand-building devices to truly deliver. If you have a website, it must contain social proof of the quality of the products you sell or the services you provide to your customers. This can take the form of testimonials from previous customers. This can also be screenshots of their social media accounts, or better yet, pictures and videos of them interacting with your products or showing off the results of your services. For example, if you're a hairstylist, there's nothing more powerful than showing before and after videos of your clients. If you're a lawyer, you can talk about how good you are until you're blue in the face, and few people would retain you for your case. But if you show local media coverage of the settlements that you managed to get for your clients or other serious legal developments, you get the credibility that you need to turn a prospect into a client. The key here is to maximize the impact of your website. Don't treat it as just one item on a checklist or just something that you need to put up. Don't just go through the motions. At the very least, your website must summarize what makes you different from your competition. It doesn't matter what kind of products or how niche your products and services may be. You may think that you are few and far between. Think again. It doesn't really matter whether you have direct competitors. There are many indirect competitors around you, and there are too many, and that's why you're not as successful as you think you could be. Focus on what makes you different. Make every letter of text on your website count. If you have a blog, don't just post random content. Don't just blindly copy what your competitors are blogging about. Instead, your blog posts must have a unique brand personality. You have to find your voice. You have to find your point of view that people can instantly detect when they read your blog posts and compare them with what they've read before. You should stand out. You should find your voice. And once you've done this, talk about your processes. Break down the different steps that you follow that make your service different from your competitors. If you're offering products, break down the products and highlight their differences. Share their backstory. Convey how your product can help people solve their problems. Again, all of this information, which is presented in a detailed and episodic format, must lead to the same place as your website. They all must answer the same central question. Again, what makes you different? Your blog is also an amazing place for sharing your industry knowledge. Don't just let readers know that there are all sorts of trends in your industry. That's not going to cut it. In most cases, they wouldn't know or even care what the trends are in the plumbing industry, for example, unless you make them care. The way to do this is to avoid using industry jargon, but deliver this information in such a way that even a 7-year-old level can understand. If a 7-year-old who eats crayons can understand what's going on in your industry because you explained it that way, you've hit the jackpot. There would be no excuse for people reading your blog to not get the point that you understand your industry and that you know the pulse of your industry because it relates ultimately to the problems they're trying to solve. On top of all of this, as if this wasn't hard enough, you have to put your spin on it. You have to always, through your blog posts, insert your personality. Again, if you do not want to be seen as a commodity, and we've already discussed this in our previous video, you have to make yourself a brand. Of course, the most powerful way to do this is to publish a local expertise book. We can help you put together such a book in a short period of time, and it doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. But if you're going to be putting up a website or a blog or starting social media accounts, they all have to answer the key question of what makes your business different. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. If you have started social media accounts, it's really important to follow what I talked about above, but most importantly, present such information in the formats that are specific to the platform you're on. If you are marketing on Quora.com, make sure you are leveraging the question and answer format of that platform to its fullest. Don't just answer and give a basic or almost flippant answer. Break it down. Demonstrate to the reader that you know what you're talking about. You should offer a little bit of background, but not too much that it insults their intelligence. But give enough background so you can quickly establish your authority. And then from there, you drill down and then tie it into processes that you talk about in your Instacredibility book. This way, you tie all the value of the answers that you post on Quora with the personal brand that you're building through your book. At the end of the process, people who read your answer will be encouraged to contact you for a free copy of your book. This is how you sell. You sell by getting them to contact you. It takes too much money and time to do things the other way around. This sets you apart because most of your competitors are doing cold calling, lead scraping, and cold lead mining to generate sales. You, on the other hand, are putting together a brand that people will gravitate to and can easily find through your website, your blog posts, search engines, and social media platforms so they request your book, and then your book sells you. On top of that, since you have laid out why you're so different and why you provide so much value and a different experience in your book can lead whoever reads it to refer you to their social and professional networks. This is how your book, along with your website, blog, social media, and overall internet presence, can work together to build a self-executing and self-sustaining lead generation machine for your local business. Contact Instacredibility.com today so we can help you put together a quick, easy, and powerful customized process that will turn your experiences and personal story into a physical book that you can use to turn your local business into a solid, credible brand.